What is the first thing that came to your mind when hearing that? I'm a big fan. Is it an instrument for producing a current affair? Or someone who has deep, positive, emotional connection with someone or something of popular culture? Well, as a fan of several cultural products growing up, I am definitely thinking of the latter definition. However, I have always been very self-conscious about the labeling of myself as a fan. Parasocial, obsessive, addicted, you name it. Those words tend to pop up first in discussion of fan or fandom. It's just hard to tell others that I am a fan, especially when adding the word girl, and even more so when we add teenage, or well, the combination of teenage fangirl just sounds terrible on media. But what's the deal with being a fan, especially a teenage fangirl anyway? If it's about devotion, why can you be dedicated to a hobby but can only be obsessed as a fan? Why are some fan communities cooler or more socially acceptable than others? And is there a way to see fans through more of a sympathetic and non biased way? Well, thanks to academia, we have some answers for this. In his insightful book on understanding fandom, Dufay argued that fandom, which is the state of being a fan, is always partly private and partly social. Fandom is often pursued as a hobby, but it has elements that take it beyond a mere pastime and make it part of the identity of the individual. Core memories of being a fan can be as simple as rewatching and quoting your favorite pieces of writing, movie scene, lyrics, to high investment activities such as content creating, buying merchandise, joining official fan clubs, building collections, and so many more. Fandom also creates the perfect opportunity for networking and community building. Many pop cultural phenomena include nicknames for members of their fan base, especially in the music related fandoms. For example, Taylor Swift fans call themselves Swifties, and fans of the Harry Potter series call themselves Potterheads. The rise of the internet and social media is also a great catalyst to globalize and publicize fandoms through social online networks. Just imagine, you can be a fan of a cultural product in a language you totally don't understand, yet you can still engage with the fan community thanks to fan subbing of the content to the language that you know. And using social media, you can also celebrate and promote the content you like by posting online and interact with others' posts. You can also create your own artworks, toys, videos, and different kinds of content and products, taking inspiration from your favorite characters or idols. Simply cheering, sharing, and having fun with your transnational community bounded by the same fandom. In the book that establishes the foundation for fan studies, Jenkins highlighted that fans are more than passive consumers of media content. They can contribute to the collective sharing beyond the capitalist gains, such as through illegal publishing or streaming of paid or copyrighted content. And their reactions and responses can also influence the way the cultural product itself is shaped and released. On the other hand, fandom can also be a form of empowerment because it acts as a sharing ground of individuals' concerns about sexuality, gender, racism, forced conformity, and so much more. In a way, fans are networkers, collectors, archivists, curators, producers, and more. Fandom and being a fan is a unique experience that prompts our excitement but also generates self reflexivity and discussion of shared values and ethics that could be meaningful for our daily lives. Rather than the frustration and toxic longing for possessions or intimacy with certain celebrities or characters, fan practices are much more about comfort, relaxation, and pleasure. A person can also be part of many fandoms at the same time, and they can also adopt or disowns their fan status however they like. And as such, the media's general portrayal of fandom as violent insanity or Dangerous obsession is very much an exaggeration and misrepresentation. Even when we acknowledge different types of fans and fandom, there is still a cultural hierarchy among them. For example, knowing everything about an athlete and sports team is normal and even make you a better fan. But knowing the same information about an actor or singer is seen as obsessive and a little too intrusive. Gender stereotypes play an important role in this distinction. As fans, women are typically in the marginalized groups, while men are in groups deemed more socially acceptable. For example, female fans are often considered second class fans and criticized for their crazy, unladylike fan behavior, such as their activeness, aggression, self assertion, their organized power, and creativity. However, we also should not ignore the gender trouble for male fans who are also criticized for not being masculine enough through their emotional fan like engagement, especially in areas such as romance. Media and social perceptions have made it really hard for the fans. I do not aim to defend or justify the toxic behaviors that do very much exist within these fan communities. However, isn't it better to take a look at the world of this community through a more positive lens? Because at the end of the day, we're all trying to navigate through our struggles in life through little pleasures gained from different things. And for fans, the happiness lies in their time spent with their favorite artists, songs, movies, books, and other cultural content. Just let them enjoy it.